Testing. Alright, let me check these charts real quick. Make sure they change, and then we're gonna hop right into it. Ain't gonna waste no time today. Alright, yep, we got the charts right. Alright. Well, give me 1 second. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another stock market analysis video. Today is October the 13th. We're finna do our analysis for the 14th. Yeah, like we did yesterday was Sunday. We did our weekly analysis. So far, let's see how these charts are playing out. Yesterday we said, hey, we expect SPY, ES, NQ, and QQQ all to gap up. Just due to how Friday ended up closing, we seen that daily fair value gap right there. We was like, hey, unless the market want to completely flush here, it has to come back outside this daily gap. We was expecting the gap above it just to come up to around 655 on SPY or possibly 657. Today, the market had another plan. It ended up doing more than we actually expected. The market actually opened up at 660. Opened up at 660 on SPY, so it was a little bit higher than we expected. We said that the trade that we was looking to take was either if we open up above 60.55, a potential either get in right at the open or potentially it pull back slightly, and we was gonna take it up to either this fair value gap, and then if it would have had opened up right above 657, we said, hey, potential pullback, take it up to this 1 hour gap. That 1 hour gap was our goal. This was our goal for the day. We said, hey, we expect Monday to be a green candle. That's what we stated. We said we expect Monday to be a green candle, and I told y'all I expected it to tap the 1 hour, but I didn't expect it to close inside. I just expected it to come tap it. So it did. Like I said, it kind of went past our expectations today. But we still overall what we was predicting ended up happening. Like we said, we predicted that hey, it's probably gonna gap up. Yes, it gapped up higher than we expected, but we still was able to capitalize on the trades just based on our market analysis from yesterday. So like I said, SPY ended up opening at 660, ended up pushing all the way up to 665.13, and ended up closing at 663.04. Okay. Now looking at our charts, honestly, looking at the daily on SPY, it's like we said, it's kind of going to plan. Like we said, the one thing that kind of threw me off was just, hey, we end up closing inside this hourly gap. Realistically, I would look for us to reject that hourly gap, but still close green, but reject the hourly gap. Then Tuesday possibly giving us a red candle, and then Wednesday be that candle to, hey, determine if we want to completely switch to an uptrend or if we're going to potentially reverse. So we was expecting green for Monday, red for Tuesday, and then green, possibly green or red on Wednesday. Wednesday was going to be that big determining factor for us. It still kind of is. It's just like we said, for this closing in that 1 hour space, it did kind of throw it off a little bit, but it don't really matter in the grand scheme just because that 1 hour gap really ain't too much for the daily, you know. This is for the 1 hour chart. But looking into the rest of the week, what we expecting, of course, we got a green candle that tells us what the market is looking for high. either this can be a lower high. It's gonna be a lower high, but the only way it'll be what a lower high is if we do what? Come take this low. We gotta come take this low of 652.84. And then it's also gonna be a high that will lead us to a higher high, which we will have to come take what our ultimate target at 673.95. Um, Me personally, like I told y'all, hey, I'm still 60-40 bull, 60-40 on the bull side. So I'm a little bit more bullish than I am bearish. Even though we had that big drop on Friday, we still respected this daily fair value gap. Um, but it's about, like I said, it's about 60-40. Really, I think if it's not tomorrow, I think Wednesday gonna be that determining factor if we gonna start moving back up or not. I'm really looking out for that Wednesday. Um, but going into tomorrow, what we're expecting, like we said, we got a green counter. Green counter dude's supposed to indicate, hey, we supposed to what? Be moving up, look for a high. We do got this nice size of wick. We could see tomorrow if the market wants, it can come inside this wick, then reject. Um, Me personally, I'm expected to take the high of the wick. I'm expected to take the high of the wick. Like we said, it could just come inside the wick and just reject and end up closing that red candle day that we wanted. Um, for tomorrow. But we just have to see. We just have to see. Really, today candle really don't mess up our overall structure. Our overall trade we was looking for, like we said, we don't want to see the market go below 648.83. And we are targeting 673.95. Also on this daily, if you want to look at it, you can be like, hey, this is the first breakout of these two fair value gaps. So like we potentially can get a retest. If we get a red candle, we might get a retest of one of these fair value gaps to go higher. So it just all depends what tomorrow do. And then, like I said, Wednesday, I believe is the determining factor. As of getting into trades, honestly, tomorrow, me personally, I'm not looking to get into SPY. I might scalp some ES, but I'm not really looking to get in SPY unless we can close above this high right here. If we can get an hourly close above 665.13, I would then maybe start looking to get in some longs. Um, but me personally, it's not the best. It's not the best situation to trade. If y'all was in our live stream earlier today when we traded the Top Step account, day one, which is in the live feed. If y'all want to go check that out, about an hour 20 long, just go to click on live and you can watch how we traded today. We did our first ever live stream of trading today, and it was for our Top Step account. Uh, but if y'all was in that stream earlier today, I was telling y'all, hey, because I missed my initial trade at the beginning. Because remember, y'all, I told y'all I wanted to take loans on Sunday. I said when SPY opened up, well, when ES, when it pulls back, I said, hey, I'm looking to take a loan to come back up to this hourly gap. Well, I kind of missed my trade at the beginning of the day. I wasn't on the charts right away at 8:30. Missed the trade. I already had went up to my target. This was supposed to be my entry down here. We missed the trade, but we ended up seeing this red candle come right back down. It was like, okay, it's rejecting its hourly. By us knowing that it was rejecting it hourly, and it came back with a full body candle like that, overtaking this previous hourly candle, I was like, oh, I think we might start chopping some. We did take this long right back here again, but we were able to kind of identify some consolidation coming to happen. Um, and by us seeing that consolidation for Monday, honestly, Tuesday might be playing with inside this range. We might see a range in between the 665 and this 658 area. It might just be ranging in here. It actually could just range even in this tighter spot around 665, possibly only down to 660. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. We could see it moving sideways, but as of now, I'm not looking to take any trade on SPY um right now, unless it, like I said, unless you're looking long term, like swinging and stuff. But as of day trading, just for 1 or 2 days, only if SPY can close above, we get an hourly candle close above 655, I'll potentially start looking to go long. Um, and that's depending on how far down our low is, because right now our low is 661.68. So if we can hold this low right here and end up going to 665, it is a kind of a big stop loss. It's $4 stop loss. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I really would want to take that trade because it's a $4 stop loss with if we close at 655, our first target is 667. So that's only $2. So $2 move up, we potentially only can get. I mean, we can get more, but that's the true target. $2 moves up versus a $4 move down. That's not the best trade to take, especially when it comes to options. Um, so like I said, I'm not really too honestly. The safer way to trade SPY is really once it breaks above its hourly fair value gap at 667, 667 and 66. But like I said, other than that, I'm not really too fond of trading SPY right now. Like I told you, I think Wednesday gonna be that key factor day. Um, if it don't just do something crazy tomorrow, but I really think Wednesday gonna be that key factor day. We just keeping our lookout on making sure it don't come take these lows and make sure it don't. Make sure it don't take these lows and make sure it stay moving in the uptrend. Because if we see you got the lower low high, if it turn red, it can potentially, like we said, it can potentially turn this to a lower high and come down here. We trying to see if that market can hold up and start moving to an uptrend or not. Like continue the uptrend or not. All right, QQQ. So like we said, that overall structure and what we looking for is still the exact same on SPY. Same thing for QQQ. It also gapped up like we said. It actually kind of gapped up exactly where we needed QQQ to gap up. I think last night we said we expected QQQ to be above 597. We said, hey, if it pulled back in this 597 fair value gap, we'd like to take the loans up to this hourly gap. Um, and like I told you, I usually don't trade options on Monday, but I did take the trade on NQ. So I took the NQ, but I didn't get to catch it down here because, like I just told y'all, I didn't get on the charts right at 8:30, but we did end up catching it when it came back down. Took it right back up. All right. Um, but yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as SPY. We do got this close inside of this daily fair value gap. On SPY, we don't have this daily fair value gap. On ES, we do. One thing I can say though, on QQQ we do. QQQ for this daily fair value gap, we did not close outside of it. We touched the top of it, but we failed to close outside of it. So what I want to see with QQQ, I want to see us get a daily candle closure above 602.93. We get that close above 602.93. Potentially a pullback to hold us up above it, and then I'll take the longs all the way up to 607. Possibly up here to 607.50. Okay. But other than that, like we said, pretty much the same thing as yes, we really don't really want to trade it until we get this hourly candle close above the previous high. Um, but yeah, that's QQQES. Let's go over. QQQ SPY. Now let's go over ES and NQ real quick. Okay. Now for ES, like we said, we got our first green candle. Green candle tells us what? We should be moving up. We should be expecting it to come take this high of the previous candle, which it already did. We already did it overnight. So technically, yes, already did what it's supposed to do. Literally, we in the hands of the market now, y'all. It already did what it's supposed to do. It already took the high. So now we in the hands of the market. Do we want to stay above this high to close above for continuation, or will it fail and come down? Start looking for that pullback or reversal. Yes, already did his job. So now we're just trying to see, will it hold the uptrend, or will it break down to pullback. So that's what we're looking at. Honestly, same thing for like what we said with SPY. We want to see that hourly counter close above the previous high. We had one hourly counter close above it already, but it looked like we got a break and retest above it. Like we pushing right back below it. So gotta see that break and retest of that high, which is 67.11.8. 50. All right. Be careful. All right, NQ, we running through these pretty quick. Because I do want to look at some of these stocks. Pretty much the exact same thing as ES. We already took that previous day high. We already did our job. Now it's just to determine if we can hold above or not. So honestly, what we're gonna do? We're gonna mark them out. Mark out the previous day high. We're gonna mark them out with a white line, and we're gonna type previous day high. So we have it labeled. So we just put pre-day H. Alright, pre-day H. I thought, yeah, go right. I was gonna say, I thought I put it right there. Let's do it on ES also. So we just know where is it. Pre-day H. I'm gonna type that in. Pre-day H. Alright, so that's our goal. We're trying to see if we can close past or not. We already took it, but we're trying to see if we can close past. Let's see on SPY. We're gonna mark that also. So SPY and QQQ. Pre-day H. And if y'all was watching the stream earlier, y'all seen me use this strategy for our trade with gold. We did it for the hourly. We had marked out the previous hourly high, and we was like, hey, it didn't get up there yet, and we used that to let us be able to catch some scalps. We're like, hey, it's supposed to go up to that previous hourly high. So we was able to use that to catch us some trades, just knowing how the market's supposed to do for continuations and reversals. All right, pre-day H. All right, we got them all marked up. That's the keys. These are the key levels we were looking at. 602.95 for SPY. I mean QQQ. What level is it for SPY? Come on, pop up. For SPY, 665.13. ES, 671.50. And QQQ is 24.965. Those are our key levels. We got to see what the market gonna do. Can it hold it or will it reject? That's the biggest thing. Now let's check out gold, and then we're gonna be getting into some of these stocks. All right, gold. If y'all was, this is another thing. If y'all was in the chart, in the chat, from the live stream earlier today, I told y'all, we took the gold loans. We definitely took the gold loans because I was like, bro, it looked like it's gonna close past this high. Literally, me knowing, hey, it looked like it's gonna close past this high. When gold pulled back, I just took loans because I'm like, what's gonna happen? We gotta come back and take the previous candle high. And I told y'all in that stream, I said if we can swing gold, I definitely would be swinging gold because I'm like, bro, we finna close past here. When it pulled back, I know what the close past here is continuation signal. What has to happen? The previous counter high got to at least get taken, so I knew I could swing it back up to the highs, which clearly it came and took the previous counter high. So gold went crazy. Now, what we can do though, this is something nice that we're able to do on gold since we just beat that previous day high. We're able to, this level right here, Now see how this said can't beat? This level we said don't want to beat. Now we can change this to that permanent red can't beat level. Alright? So now we can type can't beat. Because now it's solidified. And what makes it solidified, if you ask, a solidified level happens after a new high. If in the uptrend, when a new high get made, a solidified level is created. In the downtrend, when a new low get made, a new solidified level is created. So we had old high, and this the new high. We see we made a new high. Right? What's in between the old high and the new high? The lowest point in between the two is our solidified level. Okay? That's how you see how we had this with pink at first? We had this line as pink because we only had one green candle. We was like, hey, we think this can be the solidified level. But it wasn't until today when this previous high got taken. Now it's a solidified level. Now we can say can't beat level. You know, oh, I'm supposed to put it. I did. I guess it's just lagging. But now we can turn it completely red instead of pink. And now the market should not go below here because we just solidified it when we beat the previous high. So if you ever asking yourself and you wondering why I'm saying, oh, this can't be level and this is don't beat level. A don't beat level is we don't want it to go there. A can't beat level is it ain't supposed to go there. Like we said, can't beat level is only created when we got an old high and then we create that new high in the uptrend. And the can't be level is the lowest point in between. So say if this green candle was lower than that red, the lowest point between the old and the new high is our level, solidified level. So it don't matter if it's red or green, whichever the lowest point, that's our solidified level. Okay. And then it's just opposite in the downtrend. Okay. But like I know I went on a quick little tangent, but that was just if y'all was wondering how do I find my solidified levels and can't beat levels. It's just old high is in between the old high, new high, lowest point in between, or if it's a downtrend, it's in between the old low and the new low. It's the highest point in between. Okay. Um. Now, like we said, gold. Like we were saying, we took this trade earlier. This was the trade that gave us our like $200 or so. Um. We seen gold. We was like, it's already running. We kind of missed gold too. Because we said on Sunday, we was like, hey, we're looking to take them loans up to this. You see this target level, which we can delete now because we just beat the dang target. But we was gonna take loans up to the target level. And I told y'all in the stream last night, no, not last night, this morning. I said, dang, I wanted to take them gold trades overnight because I figured it's gonna go ahead and take the high. Um, but we didn't just because I wanted to live stream the trade, so I just didn't take the trade, even though I wanted to take it. But we seen the market was pushing, and all we did we was like, okay, if we know this was the previous high, when I seen we was up this high and it was like 10 o'clock, I'm like, bro, I mean, gold can drop hard, but it's like a 70% chance when it's this high up, we finna close past that previous high. So all I did was just wait on the pullback. Soon it pulled back, I got in long. Because of what I know, it's a continuation signal. If this candle closed past the previous high, that's a continuation signal. What's supposed to happen? We're supposed to come back and retest these highs, which this candle did. It retested these highs. All right, so that's how I was able to capitalize just off of knowing how the market's supposed to move. But now we got this can't be level. We potentially finna make a fair value gap. It look like we're gonna end up making a fair value gap. Let's go with just straight drop. It look like we're gonna make a daily fair value gap here. Honestly, for entries for gold, of course, we're gonna mark out the high because this was the high we was supposed to be. We're gonna mark that out. I actually should put it as a white line. Put it as a white line. We're gonna type pre-day highs like we just did for ES and all them pre-day H. All right, so we trying to see can gold close above this previous day high. It already did its job. It already took the high. It did its job. So now we're in the mercy of the market. Whatever it want to do. If gold want to say, hey, we don't want to continue moving up. We want to close below the previous day high. Then it can do it. because it already took the high. If it want to continue to keep going higher, it can close past, and that's that continuation signal we need to know gold gonna keep moving up. So honestly, tomorrow we just trying to see is gold gonna hold above 4137.2. Is it gonna hold above there? If you want to take trades, what I say is let it make a structure above, which it already did. Look like it already made a structure above. So since gold made a structure above already, I will use only the structure that's above the 4137.2. So like right here, we got higher high, boom, higher low, higher high. This low right here will be my stop loss. Well, I can't put it right on top of each other, but that'll be my stop loss. The low of this red candle will be my stop loss. And I'll be looking to take longs all above this stop loss area. I'll be looking to get into potential long entries. When I get to see another red hourly, and we make another high, boom, I can move my stop loss up. That's how I would trade it if I want to jump in some of these gold. Because it is, like we said, it already did its job. It already took the previous day high. So now you gotta just sit behind higher lows. That's what you gotta do. Once it already did its job, like I said, you at the mercy of the market. You gotta sit behind them higher lows. Okay? You can't sit there and say, oh, I'm gonna hold my trade until it get 100 pips. Or you know what I'm saying, 100 ticks. No. Once it did its job, you gotta kinda trail your stop loss, basically you can say. Because look, we already had an example of it on Friday. What SPY did? SPY did it. It did its job, right? Took that previous day high, and look what happened right after. Look at it. It did its job, hit the target level, and what happened? Soon it hit the target level, straight drop. You see that? Soon it did it. Instantly dropped. Cause look at this. Soon it came up here. What this high was? 673.94, 673.95. It only went up 1 cent. 1 cent it took the high. It did its job though. It came and took the high. But it only went up 1 cent. And what happened? Straight drop. You see that? Straight drop. So that's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. With gold, it already did its job. We at the mercy of the market. So you gotta trail your stop loss. Once it already did its job, once it already took the previous high, you know what I'm saying? It's literally you at the mercy of the market. You gotta trail. You gotta follow behind until they give up on it. And really, even safer, you might want to go drop down to the 5 minute and just trail behind the 5 minutes lows. So like right now, boom. Say if you got in here, move your stop loss up here. Now at least you in profit with your stop loss. Boom, we made another high. Okay, we making lows here. So when we get another green and make another high, you can move your stop loss up to this low. That's how you trail that stop loss. Especially when you in an area that's either unknown, like all-time highs, or when we already deal with the market job. So like I told y'all, the daily, this is a continuation signal. We close past the previous day. The previous high. That's continuation. What's the job of it once it's doing the continuation? It's supposed to what? Take the previous high. It already took the previous high. You see that? But now we at the mercy of the market. Okay. Uh, but yeah, if you looking to trade gold, that's what I'll be doing. I just follow the trend. I'm only trading when it's above this pre-day high. Once it go below it, I'm not messing with it. Okay. If it go below it, we ain't messing with it. Or if it switches to, we see market structure shift to a downtrend, you're not messing with it. Okay. Unless you want to take the shorts, that's different. But I'm trading with the trends. So I'm only looking for the long. All right, and that's all of the futures. Now let's look into some of these stocks, y'all. Let's look at some of these stocks. Let's first check out Meta. Let's check out Meta. I gotta clear all these charts. We did not do no analysis for any of these charts. Okay. First thing first. Let's go to the monthly. Monthly for Meta. We had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, higher high, low, lower high, lower low. So right now we just made a lower low on the month. This is market structure shift. unless somehow if we can just close green, then it basically cancel that lower low. And we close green. But if it close red, it is that lower low. We do see, like we said, we seeing signs of market structure shift. Honestly, if we get a monthly closure above this right, well, actually we ain't even got close. If we close a monthly close above 784.22, we can see Meta squeezing hard. You know, we can see it squeezing hard. But like we said, right now, what we seeing? We seeing the high, low, lower high, lower low. See that? But it ain't confirmed. Like we said, it's not confirmed because the monthly channel is not closed yet. We got 17 days left. It could flip green on us. You know, it possibly could flip green. If it flip green, then it's not gonna be that lower low. It's just we still sitting in highs. Now we not good, but if it turns red, then it's to actually be a lower high. Okay, so we gotta just see what it's gonna do. And look, that's why I said you can't give it up right now. Look at this. We just dropped down to the weekly. I just was telling y'all that I said it looks like this gonna be a lower low, but it can flip green, right? What I when I just went to the weekly, what did we see? A doji counter. What doji counter signals? Reversals. Then if this weekly turn green, we like I said, we can end up pushing right back up, flipping green. So be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Um, high, lower low, potentially lower high. We gotta see if you want to be short on Meta, you gotta see it come back below 691. We want to see it come back below 691.71. Okay, that's what we want to see it go back below. All right, daily for Meta. Currently, of course, we in an overall uptrend. If we want to keep trading the uptrend, let's see where we had to put it at. Target, of course, will be the highs. So 795.71. We're gonna do probably 2 or 3 charts, y'all, and then we're gonna call it, okay? Cause I don't want to be up too late tonight. I gotta get up in the morning. High. This is supposed to be the low, but we already swept it. Yeah, we already. Did we sweep it or did we just get real close? Let me see. We're finna see. Did we sweep the low? 690.73. What's this low? 690. Yeah, we took it. 51. We took it, but we didn't close below. That's the thing. So honestly, for Meta, if you want to be bullish on Meta, this is your last hope and chance right here, y'all. Like this gotta be setting up for that uptrend. If you want to be long on Meta, this has to be starting to set up the uptrend. If it don't, then you just out of luck. Literally, this is your only hope and chance for Meta. You gotta see this uptrend start to form. Cause if it come back and take this low again, it's over with. But right now, what we seeing? We seeing high, low, higher high. So it kind of almost got us. We almost had it, but then it boom came down, made a lower low. So now what we have to see, we gotta see Meta squeeze back and make another high high. It has to. If it don't, it's over with. So honestly, this is what the main target is on Meta. I know we got them highs and stuff marked, but honestly, this is what we looking for right here. We want to see Meta has to come up here, and it has to not go below here. So Meta has to come up to 735, and it can't go below 704.51 if you want to be bullish. If it come down there, you out of luck. You out of luck, I'm telling you. So we're gonna set that alert, crossing down. Can we put a message? Going short. We want to say short. Meta crossing down, short. That's what we want to put. All right. Now metal crossing up here, and we know go long. Metal crossing up, message long. But we know what we gotta close past it. Either way, we gotta close past them. But those are key. Those are main two key levels. I'm gonna be honest. These is the key levels. 735, 704. Ooh wee. And we just got that green, so this gotta be that pivot. This has to be that pivot. If it's not that pivot, and we come down here, metal dropping 690, possibly dropping down to 670s. Like you gotta ooh, yeah, metal, y'all better come on, metal. Better come on. That's all I can say. Cause this potentially can drop. It potentially can get scary. You got big gap here. I ain't even mark them gap. We just mark these down here. Hourly. See, high, boom, low. It started making it look like it's slowly making an uptrend. We kind of want to see this trend. This trend got to hold. This trend has to hold. So on the hourly, we don't want to see it go below here at 712, 10. We really don't want to see it below there. We just gotta keep moving up. We gotta keep moving up. All right, let's check out CrowdStrike, and then we probably gonna call it after CrowdStrike. We check out some more in the morning, y'all. And delete all of. Should I delete all of this? Yeah, we're gonna delete it. Move drawings, daily. Well, no, let's go to the monthly first. Monthly. See, monthly CrowdStrike did its job already. It took the previous candle high. Technically, it ain't come over here and take this high though. So I'm still expecting this. I'm still expecting this high to get taken. I ain't gonna lie. The 617.98. We got super close, super close with it. I still expect that to get taken. Weekly. Weekly. Look like we're moving up. Higher high, higher low, higher high, potentially higher low. Alright, daily. Daily. Like I said, I'm still expecting. I want to see this high get taken at 517.98. Low. Ooh, that'll be a big drop. I mean, that'll be a big low. It's gonna confirm this though. If it come on and take this high, it confirm that low down. I want to know if it crossed this high. We're gonna put alert. All right. Just flip green. We want to see if it can hold. High, low. So this low. Yeah. And potentially this. Alright. So we trying to see it stay above 493.29. That's what we looking for to stay above. Let's switch it to pink. Pinks. Kind of looking for it to stay above there and go take the high. Alright. That's pretty much it. We're gonna call it tonight. We ain't gonna be on here too long, so we're gonna call it tonight. Y'all be on the lookout. We're gonna live stream tomorrow. For our Top Step account. And yeah, join the live stream, get some free trades, man. Y'all get some free trades. Take trades I take. And yeah.